Hello friends, Jennifer Pearson here, Thistle Gypsy, and I just wanted to share my experience experimenting with various crystals, rocks, stones, whatever you want to call them, polished stones, um, to help me sleep. And it's interesting because I kind of got to a point, I was thinking I just need to be more grounded. My issue is usually not falling asleep, it's awakening, at 3 a.m. and being up for 2 hours, and it's more that sort of thing. Um, and I started with red jasper, a palm stone of red jasper, and I felt like it helped, and I haven't eliminated that, but I felt like it needed tweaking, and so I went to my collection of rocks and have experimented. And these are the ones that I thus far am finding the most helpful. As I think with all things crystal healing, at least as far as I'm concerned, um, the effect is subtle, and so if you have terrible insomnia, I doubt that sleeping with any of these rocks would like instantly cure you. But I do find, and what I usually do is I usually will just hold it. I'll take one and hold it in my palm. If I wake up, I'll take one and I'll hold it in my palm. Sometimes this one is an easy wedge. I'll just wedge it in. It's comfortable, actually. It doesn't probably look like it, but it's comfortable, and just, relax my hand. So I'm not trying to hold it in my hand at all. I'm just resting. I just rest the stone in my hand. Um, and this one, I think I used this even to replace the red jasper and put it down in the bed. And it's funny, you think I'm not the princess and the pea, apparently, because these don't bother me if they do get down into the body area of the bed, and I'm laying on them. I'm totally oblivious. I have lots of padding that probably helps. So these two are the ones that I am currently relying on the most. This is Amazonite, um, and this is a white agate, which I just found in sort of a grab bag sort of thing at a national park. Excuse me, a state park. And this is apricot. I think it's apricot Botswana agate, or just anyway, an apricot agate. So agate seems to be working in particular, and what I've decided to do is to get more. I'm going to get more of the Amazonite, and I'm going to get milky quartz, or what the place where I get rocks is rocktumbler.com. They have what they call white quartz. It's supposedly very, very white. And so my thinking when I chose this stone to use was that, or maybe it's the thinking I used after I chose it and felt like it was making a difference. I was looking into it. I wasn't sure at first whether it was a milky quartz or what, but I did find that it's got bands in it. So it is, although on this side it's quite white. But that white is believed to be like trapped gas bubbles or whatever, minute. Um, and so I thought, well, maybe it will be kind of maybe it's a stone that will help me detox, and, draw things out of my system and help me in that way. And it could be, things related to my physical challenges, or it could be, mentally. In any case, um, these are the stones I'm working with, and I'm going to get more of each of them and see if having more than one makes a difference, or just put them on all my different chakras. I don't know, but this is my experiment um, with crystal healing on myself. And it's funny how sometimes I feel like it's really individual. Like things, for example, I have I think both obsidian and chalcedony, black chalcedony, and I can't remember what other, so black stones. I guess my assumption was grounding would be good for sleep. And it might be a false assumption, I don't know, or it might be true for other people, but I was finding that rocks usually associated with helping people sleep weren't having much of an impact. And one day I just decided to take this little character to bed, and I think an aquamarine, and I discovered it's really this one that was making the difference, the Amazonite, not the aquamarine. And then again, I just decided to tweak and experiment with others. So yeah, there you go. Call it a mini update on crystal healing and experimentation on what works for me. Again, it was so individual. And I think I find that the crystal healing, I would think from my own experience, would be difficult. And I haven't been trained, so training can make a difference, I'm sure. That it is so individual, sort of intuitive, that it would be hard to have it as a practice and do it for other people without their expectation that there would be a level of experimentation in the treatments in terms of the type of stones and what effect it has on that individual. Anyway, so there's that. There could be, maybe you can, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to let that go now. So the last thing I wanted to mention that I came across, so I recently did a tag for Elena, that's what I'm going to call you, Elena Eugenie. She tagged me on a tag, a witchy tag. And one of the questions was about, is it magical music that is magical to you, something along those lines. And I happened to come across, suggested videos. A singer, a female singer from Russia, and she, she's incredible. She can bring her voice down into very low tones, like a man's voice. And there's that. And then she reminds me a little bit of Loreena McKennitt, in that she likes to bring in some of the Middle Eastern vocalizations. I don't know if traditional Russian music also has that sort of thing. But her name is Diana Ankudinova, Ankudinova. I'll try to remember to put a link in the description box to a couple of her, to one in particular that I think would really appeal to the witchy community, which is Radchenko. I think it's it's either R-E or R-O-C-H-E-N-K-O. And I believe it's the Russian word for river. Yeah, they did a super job. She's on one of those voice contest things, but they did a super job of providing her with atmosphere and stage setups and stuff like that. So there's not only her incredible voice, but drama to boot. Um, so so I just wanted to share that if anybody is into music, vocals, um, haunting sorts of melodies and music, definitely check her out. Definitely check her out. All right, that's it for now. Take care, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. Bye bye.